up, guys? Overrays Gamer here, and we'll go back with, as you bros know it, The Walking Dead Thursdays. So, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. As always, The Walking Dead Thursdays every Thursday, so do stay tuned, as of course another one will be next Thursday. So, I want to update you guys real quick in this Walking Dead Thursdays video real quick here before I do go into it. Of course, this is a review on The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 9, the mid-season premiere. So, unfortunately, Incredible Batman Justice was not able to join in this one, which is unfortunate, and I don't know about the next one. It's possible, yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated, and hopefully eventually he'll be able to join in some of these, at least, if not all. But obviously, you know, with work and all that good stuff, it can be a little bit on the hard side. So, but nonetheless, wanted to state that, so I, obviously Left 4 Dead did win as the majority to start as The Walking Dead Thursdays streams, being The Walking Dead Thursdays, so as a takeover for the Walking Dead collection, in general, you know, and take over The Walking Dead Thursdays, of course. I will be starting Left 4 Dead next Thursday instead. Here's the reason why. I went to 2 stores today, and I tried to also get it on the Xbox One as well as on the Microsoft Store. Couldn't get it on the Xbox One. I had to either go on the Xbox.com or get it on the Xbox 360. So, I went on Xbox.com, said the same frickin' thing. So, I was like, the freak? I'm on the website. The heck? So, it's like, okay, well, I guess forget that. I thought in my brain, okay, well, frick it, I'll just get the game, you know, disc. Just forget it, right? It's being more of a hassle to get it without it. So I kind of looked it up a little bit. So I decided to go to Target. I went to Target, they don't have it. And then the guy said, well, you could try GameStop because they might have it. And they do have a lot of 360 games, but they don't have it. Go figure. The one in Saginaw does. And I was like, well, forget that. I said, so I'm just going to order the game online. Now, I haven't ordered it online yet, but I am going to within the next day or so. So very soon. But no worries, it's going to come in way before next Thursday for sure. I can guarantee that with no problems. So yeah, so do stay tuned. I'm going to double confirm as well to hopefully that it is backwards compatibility, so that means the game works. Because if it doesn't, then yikes. That's not good, but it from what it looks like, yeah, it does work. So I wouldn't think it wouldn't at this point. Yeah. So anyways, so that's that whole shebang. Go figure, they had to make it hard. That's the problem with these kind of old games. Yeah, it is what it is. So anyways, I wanted to state that. Anyways, smash the like button, smash that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. Be part of the Overrays Army community. That'd be freaking awesome. Hashtag road to 700. Remember, if we do Rich Dad, giving away 7 gift cards, giveaways. And of course, hit the bell so you guys will not miss when I do future videos like this in the future. And of course, follow me on my social medias. Twitter, Instagram, links will be in the description. Follow me on Twitch. I am actually going to do a live stream on Call of Duty Black Ops 2 instead to kind of make up for the Thursday stream. Nonetheless, I'll still be live on Twitch, so do check it out. By this point, it'll probably be uploaded on my channel, so definitely do check it out. Yeah, so Walking Dead Thursdays playlist will also be in the link in the description and all that good stuff. Anyways, let's get right into it. Sorry for the long intro, but had to state this, if you get me. So, shoutouts will be displayed on the right. Or from your point of view, it could be the left. So, I'll be doing shoutouts as I explain it. So, what did I think about the mid-season premiere of Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 9? So, of course, spoilers beyond this point, by the way. If you guys aren't caught up with those TV series, of course, I would expect you to be, or if, even if you don't care, for instance. Nonetheless, so, for this mid-season premiere, I actually thought it was pretty good. It was a lot different. It had a darker tone. Before I go fully into it, what I rated it is an 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. I thought it was very good. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I said, the characters were dang pretty good. It was very intense. It was very crazy. It's kind of frightening in some cases and fear. If you are claustrophobic, or and shit like that, where you don't like being in tight spaces and such like that, that is definitely can be very frightening when a lot of people are watching this, for instance. That could really scare the shit out of them, and make them scared just watching it. Just because of such a closed area. And I can agree to that degree. And Carol, for instance, was definitely in that situation in boat, and we had to deal with that kind of problem the entire episode, which is unfortunate for her. And then by the end, she was crying and everything like that because she knew it was her fault and all that such. So it's very emotional for Shirley, very, very, very intense and crazy. So that's what I thought of it. It was a very good episode. So she had a crazy mental breakdown because they all got out of the cave except for Connie and Magda. They did not get out of the cave. The cave collapsed and such like that before they were able to get out. So, which is unfortunate. However, this doesn't mean they're dead. So that's the good thing in that case. I guess we'll find out. I never believe that they are dead unless if shown in the series, or confirmed otherwise. I do not believe it. However, that does not mean it does not make me worried. It does still make me very worried because the herd of zombies are all down there in the cave, and they're still below that destruction. So that's going to be very interesting, crazy, and intense, everything. That can be worrisome. So, let's see here. So that was a crazy one. Of course, Daryl trying to find another way in. Of course, the Whisperers were trying to fight them off, as of course they found an escape hatch. So of course, they killed those Whisperers. Alpha and Negan. So there was a crazy scene here with them. Very adult like, you could say that. For surely. No questions on that. So Negan told Alpha that Gamma is a spy. He was 100% correct on that one. She was definitely a spy. And she is a spy. And so because of that, Alpha was very amused by that, saying that you're very brave to release that kind of information in this kind of situation. So she told him, turn around, you could probably think where this is going. To him, he thought he was going to die, but that was not the case. So she took off all of her clothes, except her mask, her whisper mask, which was kind of weird, kind of. But it's whispers, doesn't shock me. It's Alpha, it doesn't shock me at all. I could totally see her doing that, and obviously she did. So it didn't shock me watching it, but I was just kind of like, wow, okay. Just kind of like, okay. And then, so yeah. She tells him to turn around. Of course, take off his clothes. Of course, he questions her a couple times whether or not this is a trick. You know, am I gonna get my head cut off? All that shit. She didn't even answer. You know, she just kind of looked at him, went back to the kissing, and then he's just like, I'm assuming that's a no. You know, obviously he's being very skeptical about this point. She still doesn't answer. Goes back to the kissing. But yes. Oh, and of course she tells him to take his clothes off as well. So then they're both naked in that whole scenery, of course. Except with her whisper mask on. So it was very, very interesting. Very dirty, very just wow. But kind of interesting. Very interesting. So obviously you already know what Negan's trying to do. He's trying to get on Alpha's good side so then he can kill her from the inside. And then he can take that chance and shoot. You know, or kill, for instance. Stab. Do however which way, which I'm not 100% sure which way he's going to do it. But, you know, kill her. When he gets the chance, he's just trying to make it so she trusts him. And, hey, smart man on that case. Other than that, nothing really other happened in the episode. Those were the ones that really stood out. The rest of the parts, of course, them trying to figure a way out of the cave. So, of course, you know, seeing the horde and everything like that. Trying to get into a different area to try to see if they can find a way out. And they kind of just walk around and shit like that. You know, they talk about some different things and such like that to try to see what's up. And Jerry comes very close to getting bit, but God saved him. Very lucky on that. Yeah, so that was basically the run through of the episode. Like I said, there's not really much more information that there really needs to be said. I thought it was a very good episode. Let me know if you guys are keeping up and what you guys thought about the episode, if you guys have watched it and are continuing to watch the show. Like I said, I thought it was very, very good. And 1 second, actually, I almost forgot to give the rating. I just thought about it now. So, here's the rating right now. Alrighty then. So, back with the rating. I don't know, it almost sounded like the intro, my bad. Anyways, so the rating is 3.52 mil. So that's actually an increase from what the mid-season finale was, which was 3.31 or something like that. Yeah, it was 3.31, 3.32. So a bit of an increase. Now, it doesn't shock me too much, because it is a premiere. Usually premieres always do a little bit higher than the regular standard episodes that are just airing every Sunday. And that could also be the case too for the season 10 finale. Could see a pretty higher increase. Maybe could see 4 million potentially. You never know. Of course, like I said, they're getting their main traction with AMC Premiere, being able to see it 2 nights ahead of time, which will be Friday night at 9. Pretty sure that's what it is. And you got no commercials and nothing like that, but you get to see it 2 days early. and they said they had the most record ever on AMC Premiere. So that kind of tells you that, well, maybe about 2 million, maybe 3 are doing AMC Premiere, and then another million or so actually recording the episode. And I'm actually one of the million. I actually do record the episode every Sunday night and watch it the next day, so I just fly through commercials. It's easier for me to that way, and it gives me kind of something to do in the morning, to wake up to, forward to. Makes it a little bit more easier to start your day, you know what I mean? Get to watch your favorite show, get how that is. So yeah, it's kind of a nice start to the day, though. And that's what I do. So there's roughly still an average about 6 to 7, 5 million people still watching the show. 6 or 7, I think, maybe even 8. You never even know. There's so many ways, like I said, you can watch the episodes. Some people stream it online and shit for free. So there's all kinds of ways for surely. It is not hard by all means, for surely. So 6, 7, 8 million, that's still pretty damn good. Obviously, just because, obviously the live viewership is obviously not showing that, but that's only because it's based off how many people are watching it live. That you gotta count AMC Premiere, you gotta count how many people are recording it because they're not able to watch it that same night, or stream it on other platforms, all that good stuff. And that's really what you need to look at this point, because that's more of what people are doing, because it's easier, or they get to see it earlier, one of the two. And that's not stupid by any means. That's on the people, But so 3.5 mil. That is pretty good. A little bit of an increase, nice to see. But it's staying average between 3.20 mil to 3.50 mil, and that's what it's averaging, which is not bad, I don't think. Actually very good for a series to be running for 10 years. Very freaking good. So there it is. That is the rating. Of course, I'll be displaying it right here. So stay tuned for that Twitch live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the Walking Dead Thursdays. Stay tuned next Thursday as I'll be reviewing episode 10. So season 10, the back half here, is pretty damn exciting, and we're finally picking it back into the Walking Dead Thursday video content. So stay tuned as always every Thursday. Playlist, don't forget to check it. Link in the description. And I'll see you guys next Thursday. Over ease. Sign out. Peace.